Good morning, children. This video is for class 2, term 3, chapter number 2. And the name of the chapter is Time and Calendar. And this is our lecture number 1. So, beta, today we will learn about reading time, o'clock and half past. So, let's start.
So first of all, we will learn about time. So a clock tells us about time. Clock जो है वो हमें time बताती है. So let's learn about clock. There are 12 numbers on the face of a clock. 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 12. These are the big divisions. So here I am showing you one clock and here you can see that we have 12 numbers on the face of a clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. These 12 are the big divisions. Big means बड़े, divisions means भाग. तो ये हमारे बड़े भाग होते हैं किसके? क्लॉक के. ओके. इट हैज मेनली 2 हैंड्स. इसके 2 हैंड्स होते हैं मेनली जो हर वॉच के अंदर, हर क्लॉक के अंदर आपको नजर आते हैं. दोज आर नंबर 1 आर हैंड. Our hand is the short hand. Here you can see we have 2 hands of this clock and this red hand is the small hand or short hand you can say. This is called the hour hand. Okay. And second one is minute hand. Minute hand is the long hand of the clock. Here you can see in blue part hand, this hand, blue hand. Okay, that is the long hand of the clock. You can see the difference between these two hands. Here the red hand means the R hand is the smaller hand than the blue hand means the big hand. Understood, beta? And you can see there are some small divisions also. Okay, so these small divisions are 60 because here we will multiply one number by 5 to count the minutes. Okay, so here the total are 12. 12 is the biggest number, so we will multiply 12 by 5. So 12 fives are 60. It means we have 60 small divisions. Okay. Now the next one is reading time. So beta, now I am going to tell you how you can read the time. So first of all we will learn about o'clock time. Okay. So when the minute hand means the long hand of the clock is at 12, we read the time as o'clock. जब हमारा मिनट हैंड यानी कि जो लॉन्ग हैंड है हमारी क्लॉक का अगर वो किस पे है 12 पे है then we read the time as o'clock. So let's see. Now beta, here you can see there is a watch and here the time is given. So first of all we will find out that which is the long hand and which is the short hand of the clock. So here you can see this is the long hand and this is the short hand. So here we will write the long hand and long hand is the minute hand of the clock. Okay, and this is the short hand. Short hand means the hour hand. Okay, so in the given clock the short hand, okay, means the hour hand is at 3 and the long hand means the minute hand is at 12. So we read the time as 3 o'clock और 3:00. हम इसे या तो 3 o'clock बोलते हैं, ठीक है, या फिर हम इसे इस तरीके से लिखते हैं 3 मीन्स आवर्स जो हैं वो कितने हैं 3 और मिनट्स कितने हैं इस टाइम पे 0. ओके, तो जब हमारा लॉन्ग हैंड 12 पे होता है तो मिनट्स होते हैं 0 और जब लॉन्ग हैंड हमारा 12 पे है एट दैट टाइम द आवर हैंड मीन्स द शॉर्ट हैंड इज एट पर्टिकुलर नंबर. तो जिस पर्टिकुलर नंबर पे वो होगी दैट ओ क्लॉक टाइम इज देयर. ओके, so let's do with an activity. Let's rewind page number 21. Write the time for each activity of Nina. So here we have given a picture. Okay, she is Nina. Okay, and there is time in this clock. Now we have to tell that what is the time. Here the question is Nina wakes up at dash. So here Nina wakes up at dash means नीना कितने बजे उठती है. So here we will see the time. So first of all, we will see the long hand and the short hand. Here, long hand is at 12, means the minute hand is at 12, and the hour hand means the short hand is at 6. So the time is 6 o'clock. It means Nina wakes up at 6 o'clock. नीना जो है वो सुबह 6 o'clock उठती है. Understood? Now the next. Here you can see again we have given a picture and time is given. Now the question is she goes to school at dash. So we will read the time here. Here the minute hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 8. So what is the time here? That is 8 o'clock. So here we will write 8 o'clock. So she goes to school at 8 o'clock. वो 8 बजे स्कूल जाती है. Now the next one is she returns home at dash. So here we will see the time. Here the minute hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 3. Okay. So what is the time? 3 o'clock. Okay. So she returns home at 3 o'clock. Understood, beta? Now the next one. Here you can see that she is playing here in this picture. So what is the question? She goes to play at dash. वो कितने बजे खेलने जाती है? That is, our minute hand is at 12, our hand is at 5. So at 5 o'clock she goes to play. वो खेलने जाती है. Now the next is she goes to bed at dash. So here you can see that the time is minute hand is at 12 and hour hand is at 9. So what is the time? That is 9 o'clock. So here we will write 9 o'clock. Understood, beta? Now we will do activity of page number 23. Here it is given in question number 1. Write the time in 2 ways. Okay. So here in A part we have given a clock. Now we have to write the time which is given in this clock two ways. Okay. So here you can see that the minute hand means the long hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 9. So I told you earlier that when the minute hand is at 12, then the time is o'clock and the hour hand is at 9, so the time is 9 o'clock. Okay, so here we will write 9 o'clock. Now we have to write it in another way. So how we can write? There are 9 hours and minutes are 0. So here we will write like this: 9 colon 00. Okay, so these are the two ways to write the time. B part. Here this clock is given. Again we can see that our minute hand is at 12 here and the hour hand is at 7. So what is the time? Here the time is 7 o'clock. So how we can write 7 then o'clock. So here beta O के बाद आपने ऐसे dash लगाना है ऊपर की तरफ. Okay, and then clock. Now another way to write the time, that is 7 colon 00. Okay. Now you have to do C and D part, which is given in your book on page number 23 in your homework. Now reading time, half past. So beta, I am going to tell you how you can read the time which is half past. When the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between two consecutive numbers, we read the time as half past. जब हमारा मिनट हैंड किस पे होगा बेटा? 6 पे होगा और जो आर हैंड है वो किन्हीं टू नंबर्स के बीच में होगा. टू कॉन्सिक्यूटिव नंबर्स का मतलब होता है जो लगातार नंबर्स होते हैं, लाइक 1 2 2 3 3 4. अंडरस्टूड? सो when the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between two numbers, then we read the time as half past. So let's see how. Now beta, I am going to tell you how we can read the time of half past. Here example number 1. So we have given a clock, okay, and you can see that we have two hands of this clock, and here this blue hand means the minute hand because it is the long hand of the clock, that is at 6, okay, and the hour hand means the short hand of the clock is between two consecutive numbers, that is 7 and 8, okay. So how we can write it like this: in the given clock, the hour hand is between 7 and 8 and the minute hand is at 6. So we read the time as half past 7 or 7:30. Why we called it half past 7? Because it has crossed 7. इसने 7 को क्रॉस किया है बेटा. That's why we can call it that half past 7. Or in another way, we can say that there are 7 hours and 30 minutes. Why 30 minutes is there? Because the minute hand is at 6, and when the minute hand is at any number, we will multiply that number by 5. So here we will multiply 6 by 5, and 6 fives are 30. It means there are 7 hours and 30 minutes. Understood, beta? Now example number 2. Here this clock is given and we can see that the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between two consecutive numbers, that are 8 and 9. So here we will write like this: in the given clock, the hour hand is between 8 and 9 and the minute hand is at 6. So we can read the time as half past 8 or 8:30. Here we will multiply 6 by 5 to make minutes, that are 6 fives are 30. So 8 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. Now the next example number 3. Here you can see we have a clock, and in this clock our minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between two consecutive numbers, that are 2 and 3. So how we can write: in the given clock, the hour hand is between 2 and 3 and the minute hand is at 6. So we read the time as half past 2 or 2:30. Understood, beta? Now beta, example number 4. Here this clock is given. Now we will see where is the minute hand and where is the hour hand. So here you can see that the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between 6 and 7. Between means बीच में, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे हमारा hour hand जो है वो 6 और 7 के बीच में है and the minute hand is at 6. So how we can write it like this: in the given clock, the hour hand is between 6 and 7 and the minute hand is at 6. Okay, so we read the time as half past 6 or 6:30. Because the minute hand is at 6, we will multiply 6 by 5 to make minutes. Okay, so the time is half past 6 or 6:30. Okay, beta. Now example number 5. So here in this clock, it is given that the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between two consecutive numbers, that are 9 and 10. Okay, so we will write: in the given clock, the hour hand is between 9 and 10 and the minute hand is at 6. So we read the time as 9:30 or half past 9. Understood, beta? Now example number 6. So here you can see there is a clock. Now the long hand means the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between 11 and 12. These consecutive numbers 11 and 12. So we will write: in the given clock, the hour hand is between 11 and 12 and the minute hand is at 6. So we read the time as half past 11 or 11:30. Understood, beta? So whenever the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between two consecutive numbers, you have to write the time as half past. Understood, beta? Now, activity of page number 23, question number 2. Write the correct time as is shown. So here in A part, it is given this clock, and here you can see we have two hands of the clock, and the long hand means the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between 12 and 1. So here the consecutive numbers are 12 and 1, है ना. 12 के बाद कौन सा नंबर आ रहा है? 1. तो यहाँ पे हमारा जो hour hand है that is between 12 and 1. Okay, so how we can write the time? That is half past 12. ठीक है, क्योंकि इसने 12 को क्रॉस किया. That's why we will write it like half past 12. Or in another way, how we can write it? Like 12:30. Because we will multiply 6 by 5 to know about minutes. Okay, so 12:30. Now in B part, here it is given one another clock. Here you can see that the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between 3 and 4. Two consecutive numbers 3 and 4. So here what is the time? That is half past 3. So here we will write half past 3. What is the spelling, beta? HALF, half, PAST, past 3. Okay, half past 3. And the another way to write this, that is 3:30, because we will multiply 6 by 5 to make minutes. Okay, that is 3:30. Now beta, I am going to tell you some new words. Okay, you have to learn the spelling of these words. Number 1 is time. T-I-M-E, time. Again I am repeating it, T-I-M-E, time. Number 2, that is clock. C-L-O-C-K, clock. Number 3, that is o'clock. O-C-L-O-C-K, clock. O'clock. Number 4, that is half past. H-A-L-F, half. P-A-S-T, past. H-A-L-F, half. P-A-S-T, past. हाफ पास्ट मीन्स जब हमारा आधा रास्ता कवर हो गया है तो हमने उसको क्या बोला? हाफ पास्ट. नंबर 5, दैट इज बिटवीन. BETWEEN, बिटवीन. बिटवीन मतलब बीच में. जब कोई चीज बिल्कुल बीच में होती है तो हम उसे बोलते हैं बिटवीन. ओके. नंबर 6, दैट इज आर हैंड. HOURR, HAND, हैंड. आर हैंड. आर को हिंदी में बोला जाता है बेटा घंटा. ठीक है, जो घंटे वाला जो हैंड होता है उसे हम बोलते हैं आर हैंड, जो हमें बताता है कि कितने आवर्स हो गए. नाउ नंबर 7, दैट इज मिनट हैंड. MINUTE, मिनट. व्हाट इज दिस स्पेलिंग? MINUTE, मिनट. HAND, हैंड. मिनट हैंड, जो हमें मिनट्स बताता है. नंबर 8, दैट इज शॉर्ट हैंड. SHORT, शॉर्ट. HAND, हैंड. यहाँ पे जो शॉर्ट हैंड है मीन्स छोटा हैंड. ठीक है, शॉर्ट हैंड कौन सा हैंड होता है? दैट इज आर हैंड. ओके. नाउ नंबर 9 इज लॉन्ग हैंड. लॉन्ग मीन्स लंबा. जो दोनों में जब हम कंपेयर करते हैं तो लॉन्ग हैंड कौन सा है? हमारा मिनट हैंड. ओके. LONG, लॉन्ग. HAND, हैंड. लॉन्ग हैंड. एंड नंबर 10 इज कॉन्सिक्यूटिव. कॉन्सिक्यूटिव मीन्स जो लगातार नंबर्स आते हैं, एक के बाद एक जो नंबर आता है, दैट इज कॉन्सिक्यूटिव. CONSECUTIVE, कॉन्सिक्यूटिव. इसको क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? कॉन्सिक्यूटिव. सो यू नीड टू लर्न ऑल दीज स्पेलिंग्स. ओके बेटा. नाउ टुडेज होमवर्क. Do question number 1, part C and D. Okay, and question number 2, part C and D, given on page number 23 in book only. आपने question number 1 ओ क्लॉक वाले 2 पार्ट्स करने हैं सी एंड डी, एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 हाफ पास्ट के भी 2 पार्ट्स करने हैं सी एंड डी. ठीक है, इट इज गिवन इन your book on page number 23. Now I am going to show you the homework questions that are: write the time in two ways. Question number 1, write the time in two ways. In C part, it is given the minute hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 2. And in D, minute hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 5. Now you have to write the correct time in two ways. Okay. Now question number 2. Write the correct time as shown. So here again you have to do C and D part. In C part, it is given that in this clock, minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between two consecutive numbers 1 and 2, and you have to write the correct time. And in D part, it is given the minute hand is at 6 and the hour hand is between 7 and 8. Okay, you have to tell the correct time. You have to write the correct time in two ways. Understood, beta? Thank you.